Hey, welcome back to the Kayak 2.0 11-footer. Yesterday, I didn't really, to be honest, I forgot to turn the camera on. So, a fiberglass, this little strip in here, all the way around, and the top's already done, the gunnels, and not this side, but this side here, the freeboard on this side, down to about here, all the way down. All the way down to here. You can see where see, I've already had the fiberglass on the top overlap here and this overlap there. So I got plenty of thickness here. It'll be really tough, like armor tough almost. And then I don't know how the professionals do it. You guys who do fiberglass every day. I do not do it every day, so I'm pretty much just figure it out as I go. And hopefully I don't make a mess out of it. But that's what YouTube's all about, right? So you're probably watching this because you want to do something similar, and you can watch my mistakes or my small victories and save you some time. This laid over a little bit, so I probably may end up having to do the hard way out on this and just take my sanding board and just start wailing on it. But the more I take off like this, I believe it saves me some time and wear and tear on sandpaper, because sandpaper now is $1 a sheet, and this is for 60 grit non-slip by 3M, and I'm not getting paid by these people. It's just what I bought. I wish they paid me something. That'd be awesome. Or just free sandpaper. Heck, man, I'd love that. 15 sheets was about $17 and some change. So I've already, well, I haven't used quite all of it yet. Just opened that package yesterday. You can hear the postman out there buzzing around. He's a cool dude. In the hot summers, when I am home and I hear him coming, I usually meet him at the mailbox with a really cold soda or bottle of half frozen water. Because I always keep some bottles of water in the freezer, because I know that little Jeep don't have no air conditioning in it. He's been our mail carrier for, holy cow, let's say, I know of at least 15 years. And he looks younger than me. I hear the door. I hear his Jeep door out there shutting. I wonder if he's dropping off some pad eyes or something like that for the build. I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna make my own pad eyes for this boat, like I did on the other one. I may make one or two of them because I like they're so big. But I bought pad eyes from or off eBay, and when I was looking, I thought, damn, those things are $1.50 a piece. Well, I found one eBay seller. I guess I got the last package. There was a package of 50 of them. No screws. That's all right. I got screws. 50 pad eyes for $9.95. That's pretty good. Very good. All right, and you can see on the floor where I dripped some resin all the way around. I should have put a drop cloth down, but I did not. When I get the other side, well, let's just go around the other side and look at it. Yeah, so I get my cloth on down this side right here. What I'll do is I'll sand the sharp edges like I have over here that I just cut off with the razor blade. I'll sand those sharp edges Then I'll flip the whole thing over, and once it's flipped over, then I'll start glassing the bottom. And this is a 6-ounce mat. I'm not gonna double it up. If you double it up, I think it would be very good. But I'm just not gonna double it up. The main reason is I just don't want to do that much sanding, because this stuff, I wear rubber gloves and a respirator, but man, this stuff gets in every nook and cranny. And even with the rubber gloves, I can still feel it in my hands a little bit. And that's a whole cup of, after I've sanded it off, sweeping the dust up. Don't get this stuff on you or let the kids get around it. That's some dangerous junk right there. But the reason I'm saving it so I can mix up some resin in here and throw some of that in here and thicken it up and use it for filler. I think they probably charge you about 30 bucks for that much of that stuff. And that's all that is, and mine's not gonna be as pure as the one that West System sells, because there's gonna be little bits of sandpaper grip broken off in it. I don't care. I'm gonna paint this anyway, because it's not gonna, it's not gonna be that perfect and pretty. So I'm gonna paint it to hide my flaws. Once I get it on my fiberglass on here, where did I start saying I think I watched a video and the person kept going oh no, I've caught the disease. So what I'll do is, once I get it off fiberglass and sand it down, I will come back with some Bondo and put a very, very thin coat of Bondo on it, sand it a little bit more, get all that filled in. But you can see, I'm gonna take you off the stand here. It looks pretty good there, huh? That's not even sanded, that's bumpy as it can be, but if the whole thing looked like that, I'd be pleased. You could sand that down with 80 grit and then hit it with some 120, and then maybe some, I don't know, 220. Hit it with a buffer, and it'd be glossy. But then you're still gonna see all the different colors of the wood and the foam. Then the wood blocks I put in there for the footrest. So it just needs some paint. It's gonna have to have paint, make it look right, make it look less than homemade. All right, thank y'all for watching. I'll see you on the next episode of Kayak 2.0 11-footer.